Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So as you can tell by the title, I am going to talk about why I think the real reason Tasha K actually believes Star Marie when 10 million and one other sources said that she was a liar and a clout chaser, and she's basically lying on Cardi B. So to get into this, I'm going to talk about the original video Star Marie put out and the other videos that came after. And if you haven't seen my previous video about Star Marie, you can do so on my page in my channel. I'll probably leave the link down in the description. So I went back to watch the original video Star Marie pulled out just to refresh my memory so I can fully talk about the situation. Now, of course, this woman claimed to be in her 30s when she first met Cardi B, and that now she's much older, much wiser, things like that. And the things that she was putting out, the things that she was saying about Cardi B looked very credible, seemed very credible. And because Cardi B has done a lot of reckless things in the past and things that we have seen, before she blew up, and especially when she was on Love and Hip Hop, we took this woman's words to heart and we just believed her. Most believed her. You had Barty Gang going in talking about this woman is nothing but a clout chaser, so you shouldn't believe her. It was very hard for me to believe Cardi B fans when they said this woman was nothing but a clout chaser. Whether that has been proven to be true or not, it was just still hard for me to believe it, because are you saying she's a clout chaser because you have the proof? And even if you did have the proof, are you doing it because you wanted to find out for yourself whether this was true or not? Or are you doing this because you just love Cardi B so much? So when non-Cardi B fans and non-Nicki fans go to prove that this woman is a clout chaser, I am more likely going to say you did this out of genuine, respect for the truth. You wanted to find out the truth before you just went off and said anything. So I can't take Cardi B fans too seriously who say this woman is a clout chaser. Even if it has been proven to be true, I am still not taking them too seriously, because I said your motivation for trying to find out the truth was because you love Cardi B. It's not really because you wanted to find out the truth. Star Marie did an interview with Tasha K, and she was the only one to do an interview with Star Marie, Tasha K. And I've been on Tasha K's page before. I've seen her other videos. Tasha K's platform is basically she drinks wine, she sips wine, advertises wine, and, talks about celebrity tea, And this is kind of why I like Tasha K a little bit, and why I like Lovely Tea. They mix two of my favorite beverages with commentary. I like tea and I like wine. So, I love that these are two commentators that kind of put a little twist on, something as, ordinary as a beverage like wine or, tea. But anyway, so I saw her interview, and of course the things that this Star Marie girl was saying seemed credible, seemed factual, and the whole interview, Star Marie is going off about how, Cardi B had herpes, she lived with Cardi B for 2 weeks, and that's what she said on Tasha K's platform, that she lived with Cardi B for 2 weeks. And then receipts have been pulled out that she was actually with her for 6 months, or so she claims. So the inaccuracies in her stories are just leaning more towards this woman as a fraud and a clout chaser and a liar. So here you are on Tasha K's platform, and by the way, Tasha K seems to be the only YouTuber that I've seen who believes this woman and goes hard for this woman a little bit, and basically, caped for this woman, saying, hey, everything you said is factual, I believe it. And I'm not sure if Tasha K just believes everything so easily, or is it because, she has been through a similar experience. There are people who have been with Cardi B before the fame, and they probably can tell you a little bit more about her. Not just the ones we see on Instagram, not just the one we saw on Love and Hip Hop, not just the one whose concert we like to go to. There are some people who know her personally before and after the fame. And of course, you had a hairstylist that came out and said, yeah, Cardi B was her worst client ever. Cardi B, acted like this, said disparaging things, especially about black people, black women specifically, and I've seen the old tweets and I've seen them on the internet. Yes, I cannot respect Cardi B for what she has said. And even if she just calls people roaches in general, The problem with her being Latina and being Dominican and racially ambiguous, you have a lot of that anti-blackness in that community. So of course, even if you're just doing it in general to all people, when you do it to someone that looks like me, it comes off as, you're being colorist, you're being racist, you really think you're superior because, you have that Spanish side inside of you. So of course it's easy to believe this woman, and when people pull up old tweets and when other black women come out and call her out on that, it's easy to believe them because, that is in their culture. It's just a fact. And which is why I think we need to uphold and we need to uplift people like Amara La Negra, because, we need to see that people who are just as Dominican as Cardi B, that look like me, to be elevated. And she does have talent. Amara La Negra has talent. But that's beside the point. So, of course, this Star Marie girl goes off and saying all these things. And, of course, more receipts are being pulled out. Let me tell you, Lovely T came out with the receipts that she got from many different sources. And that's what I respect about Lovely T. She really comes out with her facts. Even if she gets it wrong, she comes back for the most part. Because I believe there are some things that, she has not come back, to apologize for. But for the most part, she comes out and she says, I was wrong. At first, I believe this woman. Now more receipts are coming out, and I'm putting that out there. And you know what I'm saying? So she came out with the receipts. She, along with many other YouTubers, do not side with Tasha K's opinion on believing that this girl is right. And of course, with the receipts that have come out, I see why. A lot of inaccuracies in which she said that these dates happened, the inaccuracies in which Star Marie says that she lived with Cardi B. Cardi B even came out and said, yes, I know of her, but I don't know her personally. And you do have people like that who will just say, I know you when I just saw you for a short period of time. And, I think that's probably what it was. And it's starting to lean on the fact that this girl is clout chasing because she doesn't know Cardi B that well, but she just seen her in the club. She knows of her, and she really thinks that she's buddy friends with her. And now that Cardi B is at her prime, it seems so easy to believe that she's clout chasing now. But besides that, I believe the real reason Tasha K sides with this woman, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but the real reason I believe Tasha K sided with this woman is because Cardi B came after Tasha K with a cease and desist, and Tasha K said she wiped her butt with it, and she said, I wiped my ass with it. So Tasha K basically says Cardi B came at her with a cease and desist. Cardi B came after her, saying, don't talk about this, don't talk. But Cardi B just basically came after her in her DM. And I find it funny because Cardi B, you have over 30 million followers, close to 30 million followers. What are you doing, always being so pressed about people with little to no followers compared to you? I find it funny. It's like one thing I notice about people, especially the hood people who really aren't built for fame. Although Cardi B is being pushed through the industry, she's not built for the industry. Although she has all this fame and money, it really goes to show, money really doesn't buy happiness. Money and fame really doesn't buy happiness. What she wants, a lot of other hood people who don't understand business and, fame and the industry, is they want all the good stuff they see. They want all the glitz and glamour, but when the bad stuff comes with it, they're like, I don't want that. And I can understand why. Why would anyone want that? But she is way too blessed to be pressed and stressed. You need to go and, take care of your child. You have a child to think about. This is what happens when children raise children. This woman may be in her mid-20s. She's 25, 20, maybe 26. But she is still a child. She has a childlike mentality. She cannot raise a child. I'm sorry. And if 10 million other sources are saying she's a fraud and you're the only one believing this girl, you must really, really either not like Cardi B, want to believe that, this woman is telling the truth, despite all the receipts showing that she's a clout chaser and the inaccuracies and, when things she said happen or reasons why she said things happen, then you must either see something in her that we don't, or it's because, Cardi B came after you in her DMs. Because you seemed very, very pressed in that video you made. But I do agree with you on one thing, Tasha K. I do agree with Tasha K on one thing. And that's the thing that I said earlier, that Cardi B is just way too pressed when people come after her. And you know, the thing is, not everyone really is gonna like you, and I had to learn that. And I'm not even as famous as Cardi B. I mean, people say things about Beyonce all the time, but you know, one thing I can say, one of the differences between Beyonce and everybody else getting like hate and stuff, is that Beyonce has established herself so high that, you know, she basically has nothing to lose if somebody says something negative about her. She can easily brush that off, and she knows how to have emotional intelligence. Like, that's one thing people like Cardi B lack. And that's one thing I notice about some hood people. They lack emotional intelligence. They are just quick to pop off at the drop of a hat. So I personally think that, you know, because Beyonce has practiced emotional intelligence, and I never knew about this when she was in Destiny's Child, that they were saying a lot of negative things about her. Some things that if you said about Cardi B now, she would go crazy and pop off. I did not know that was happening until recently this year, so that was amazing to find out. And I do agree social media has played a part that made it easier for the regular schmegular people to just say whatever they want, and it also fuels, you know, the fire. It also fans the flames of the fire, you know, because before it was just the entertainment news and the tabloids and the magazines of the world that were dishing out celebrity gossip. Now, because of social media, you have things like The Shade Room, you have things like Media Takeout, World Star Hip Hop, Hollywood Unlocked, The Industry on Blast, you know, Petty Blog, who's also on YouTube. You have things like The Impressive Blog, Lovely T, Unwind with Tasha K. Social media and platforms like YouTube have given leeway for just people to just become their own tabloids and become their own gossip blogs. It's like anyone can have a gossip blog or a commentary blog or channel just as easy. Beyonce has her beehive, so she doesn't really have to worry about anything. You know what I'm saying? So she has her beehive, she has her money, she has a high status that, you know, people are probably going to have to work just as hard, if not harder, to get to. So she's pretty much unbothered. She rides in silence, trust me. Notice you don't hear anything too much about Beyonce because she works in silence, which is smart. Tasha K is actually doubling down on what she previously has said before in her original video. She believes her. She was pulling out her own receipts to show why this woman was being truthful and why she believes this woman. So honestly, I think Tasha K is actually on her own here, because from what I see, everybody is going in on her on YouTube, except for Lovely T, because Lovely T doesn't involve herself in the BS, and I appreciate that of her. I'm a subscriber to her, and I like her, so, you know, no problem over here with Lovely T. I really don't believe Lovely T is doing anything but just putting out the content and, you know, bringing the receipts where the receipts need to be seen. And you know what? Tasha K, all I have to say is you're probably on your own here. You and very few YouTubers have your back. It's either you by yourself or Neek at Night. Everyone else, I see people going in on her. I see people going behind. So anyway, yeah, that's just my little intake on the situation and why I believe, you know, Tasha K. Yeah, guys, so that's just my little intake on the situation. That's my opinion. You know, that's why I believe Tasha K really came after Cardi B. I really don't know what she sees in this woman that, you know, hasn't been already proven, you know. So, yeah, guys, tell me what you think about it in the comments. You know, do you believe her? Are you siding with Tasha K? Or are you like everybody else who just believes that this woman is a fraud, a liar, and a clout chaser? So, yeah, thank you, and I will hopefully see you in the next video.